Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my page and welcome back to another episode of Coach's Corner, posted every single Wednesday. If you're tuning in again, welcome. It's great to have you. If you're new here and you like what you see, make sure to follow hashtag Coach's Corner, as every single Wednesday I answer questions from you, the viewers, on how we're able to increase our professionalism online and how we're able to increase better engagement in virtual presentations. This question this week is coming from a dear friend and a good mentor of mine, Mr. Chris Singh. Yeah, Chris, I seen that question. The question he provided me was, Garrin, what are your thoughts on providing and sending notes, follow-along notes, before the presentation? And I'm excited to answer this question because, Chris, you understand my sales style and I understand and respect your sales style and strategy. So this is going to be a fun one. Short answer, I don't think so. No bueno. I don't think it's a good idea to send follow-along notes beforehand, and I'll tell you why, but we can't do it here. We got to go to the Coach's Corner. Let's check it out. Okay, I know I'm going to get some flack because you're going to say, hey, Garrin, you know what? I send follow-along notes every single time. It works like a charm. Listen, hear me out. I don't think sending materials is going to hinder your opportunity to sell them, but what is going to happen, it's going to give them an opportunity to tune out. I'll tell you why. Because what I want to do, and number one, anytime I'm doing virtual sales presentations and I'm doing virtual experiences, I want to create a memorable experience that my clients are going to remember and enjoy. The only way to do that is to respectfully ask for their time and undivided attention for such a short amount of time we are together. I cannot sacrifice you time looking at the presentation beforehand, because what's going to happen is they're going to know what's going to be coming in the presentation, and they're going to tune out on segments that they don't think is catering to them, but is extremely important to listen to. So real time experience. Come on. Real-time experience, sit back, relax, enjoy the show. I want you to listen and I want you to pay attention. I'll send you an agenda, I'll send you expectations, but you're not gonna get the whole presentation because I don't want to lose your undivided attention. Second one, what you're gonna say, well, guess what? If they don't know what's gonna happen, they're gonna take a lot of notes. So how do we address note takers? Great question. In fact, if you're taking notes, I'm excited. Thank you for taking notes, because you know what that means? And if you see your clients taking notes, congratulations, you've caused engagement and opportunity to have follow-up questions because they're tuning in, they're listening, they're paying attention, and they're writing down notes so they don't forget that. But you need to make sure, and this is why I love video, if I see my client and I see my viewer frantically taking notes, I say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I understand you're gonna have a lot of questions after this because I'm throwing a lot of information at you. I want to assure you that I'm going to be sending the materials to you afterwards, and any sort of questions you may have, I'll send a follow-up email for you. So sit back and relax. If you miss something, don't worry. I'll send it back to you. Send it to them afterwards, note takers. Third one, before we wrap this thing up, this is why I love video and this is why I love virtual presentations. Not only when you're going to send them a follow-up email, hang on, I'm not going to cover this one for you because this is the big one. All right, you know what the secret trick about virtual selling? You can send them the whole recording after. You can send them the whole meeting afterwards, and it allows them to go back. They can take notes, they can write down. They can show it to other key meeting and decision makers that might have not been able to attend that meeting, which is gonna reduce your sales cycle. It's gonna increase yourself, your presentation, your brand, because they're able to re-review it. Send them the recording along with the notes so they get the whole virtual experience. Ladies and gentlemen, to wrap it up quickly, when I'm going into presentations, I want to give them a real-time experience. I am not sending them the presentation beforehand. I want them to sit back and enjoy the show. Acknowledge the note takers. Let them know, listen, we are going to send the information for you afterwards, so don't stress so hard, because guess what? It's stressful trying to keep up when you're going through a presentation. Last but not least, send them the recorded Message, send them the recorded meeting. I'm your host, Garrin Belaney. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd enjoyed this, make sure to follow hashtag Coaches Corner every single Wednesday where I answer your questions. If you have any questions about virtual presentations, how can you increase your professionalism online, put it in the comments below. You might get yourself featured on the next episode of Coaches Corner. Have yourself a good day. Peace.